Tonight on Connecticut's news station, a mother pit bull and her puppies reunited in Wolcott. A man there now facing animal cruelty charges. What he's accused of doing to put all the dogs at risk.
And the storms are out, but the warmth remains. What does that mean as we head into Memorial Day weekend? We'll take a look coming up.
And over 100 workers in Connecticut could be losing their jobs. Bob Stores says they're making massive cuts. More details are coming up.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we begin tonight with a terrible case of animal cruelty out of Wolcott, but we are happy to tell you the story isn't all bad news. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. A mother dog is back with her puppies tonight. The man accused of separating them made his first court appearance today.
Fox 61's Alexa Farrell is live in Wolcott this evening, and she has more on the month-long effort to bring the canine family back together.
Brent and Sarah, this truly a community effort as they all worked. The entire community worked together to get this abandoned mother and her puppies reunited. Now, some relief in that community as the man that's allegedly responsible for neglect and abuse is held accountable. On April 16th, Maya was found abandoned on Spindle Hill Road in Wolcott after just giving birth. But her litter of puppies were nowhere in sight.
First of all, if you're going to have a dog, you're going to get a dog. You're going to have to take care of that dog like a child. You can't just, when you get tired of it, dump it on the side of the road.
Now, over a month later, the man accused of dumping her appeared in Waterbury Superior Court.
Do not own any animals.
Jose Sullivan appeared in court for the first time after turning himself in to Wolcott police. He's being charged with cruelty to animals and making a false statement. He was released on promise to appear, but has been ordered to not own or care for any animals. Outside of court, Sullivan's family was adamant he is innocent and someone else dumped Maya.
No, he didn't dump. He's innocent.
But we don't have any proof of that. I mean, he was the owner of the Maya. He was the owner of the puppies.
Last month, the Wolcott Police Department received a call about Maya, and when they rescued her, they found that she had just given birth. Police and the animal control officer immediately started searching for the devastated mother's puppies.
Well, not only do they need their mother, the mother needs them. You know, she has to feed them. So it was a terrible situation.
The heartbroken mother crying for her babies who were taken from her at just 8 days old.
Their eyes weren't even open yet.
Wolcott Animal Control turned to the public for help in finding her babies and were able to recover 5 of the 7 puppies from the litter. Maya and her pups have been recovering at the Wolcott Dog Pound, where she's been able to care for them as they grow.
Well, this was a great success story. You know, I mean, naturally we would have liked to get all 7 back. You know, but we did get 5 out of 7. As you can see, they're very healthy.
Now that mother and her puppies will get a happy ending. They'll be up for adoption in about 2 weeks to go to their forever homes. As for Sullivan, he'll be in court again on June 20th. And police say that Waterbury police will be coming down with more charges for where he allegedly sold those puppies. In Wolcott tonight, Alexa Farrell, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Alexa, thank you. The puppies are cute. I'm sure they'll find homes pretty quickly.
I'm sure. Yeah, at this point now, they're a bit on the news.
All right, time for a look at the weather now. And after some brief but heavy showers today, the summer weather is back. And of course, we're all wondering about the holiday weekend.
Yeah, it's a really gorgeous night out there. I'm really jealous for anyone who got to eat outside tonight.
Yes.
Rachel, so let's talk about the weather.
Good call. It is one of those summer feeling nights, right? We've got temperatures that are in the low 70s. We can still feel the humidity out there. But I have to say, the humidity is on the way out in the wake of those storms that we had out there today. And they did leave some damage in the state. Danbury reporting some damage, also some damage in eastern Connecticut from Norwich over through Voluntown, Jewett City, Plainfield, and Sterling. Some wind damage, some trees and power lines that were taken down. This is what the radar looks like right now. Notice there is still a slight chance for a pop-up shower as the humidity starts to fall back. but we're pretty much done with the rain for the most part. Temperatures are in the 60s to right around 70 degrees. Here goes the humidity, whoosh, moving on out by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. There's that chance for an isolated shower or sprinkle over the next couple of hours. Overnight lows in the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees, and tomorrow looks like a real gem of a day. We'll see plenty of sun, highs in the 80s, and overall it's just back to that summer warmth. Taking a look at the weekend, it's a dry start but a wet finish. We're going to time out the chance for some rain coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, 2 police officers are injured but expected to be okay tonight after they were hit by a car during a welfare check. Windsor Locks police were checking on 22-year-old Erica Verona, aware she has a long history of aggressive behavior. Officers say during their conversation with Verona, she went into her vehicle to get a vape pen. One officer walked over to make sure she wasn't retrieving any kind of a weapon, and Verona hit the officer in the head with the vape pen. As Verona drove away, she also hit both officers with her vehicle. Enfield police later found Verona at a CVS parking lot. She was arrested and now faces multiple charges.
In Waterbury, a teen's been charged for allegedly hitting 2 police cruisers with a stolen car. Police tried pulling over the teen driver in Stamford yesterday. This was near Midfield Drive and Meriden Road. Police say the driver didn't stop, instead accelerating and hitting 2 police cars, a Hyundai Elantra and a Honda CR-V. The 16-year-old driver was taken into custody. No officers were hurt, but the driver of the CR-V was taken to the hospital.
And new at 10, the president of Bob's Stores is telling state officials they will likely be laying off more than 100 employees, and they're blaming unforeseen business circumstances. 145 jobs are on the line. The company saying pink slips will be handed out a week from Friday unless they can find some new funding. Bob's Stores is headquartered in Meriden. They do business under the name SDI Stores. That also includes the brand Eastern Mountain Sports. Their president claims funds are drying up for employee health insurance and payroll, and if these steps aren't taken, the business will go under. Meriden's mayor, Kevin Scarpati, says he is trying to assist SDI Stores by offering, quote, any assistance possible to their potential alternative funding sources to help them sustain their business operations and retain their employees, end quote. Scarpati goes on to say that the city of Meriden will offer resources to any employees impacted by the layoffs.
6 people, including 2 kids, are recovering after a house fire. The fire most likely started with a bolt of lightning. The fire started shortly after a strong cell of thunderstorms rumbled across Fairfield County. Fox 61's Matt Karen explains what we know so far from Brookfield.
Well, we want to stress that this is preliminary information, but it is believed that a lightning strike set this home ablaze just after 8:30 this morning. It happened here on Junction Road along Route 133. Brookfield Fire Chief Andrew Ellis sent us this picture of the home on fire. We did speak off camera with one of the owners who told us the sky was black when they heard a thunderous crack. This home is also a daycare, and the fire broke out as 2 kids were being cared for. Chief Ellis told us in total 2 adults and 2 children were rushed to the hospital for smoke inhalation, but they are expected to be okay. 2 firefighters were also hurt. One of them fell down a flight of stairs. The other hurt his hand. The fire was quickly brought under control, however, partly because the fire station, luckily just around the corner. They are a volunteer department, and this caused a second alarm, so Brookfield did get help from Danbury, New Milford, and Bethel. And now here's a look at what our Fox 61 Doppler radar looked like at the time the fire was reported. You can see the severity of this storm cell, which brought lots of rain, lightning, thunder, and even some hail. And while this home was damaged, it was mostly contained to the attic area. The Red Cross is assisting the homeowners who will be able to eventually move back in and reopen their daycare. Reporting in Brookfield, Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, new here at 10, an early morning fire in New Milford has left 10 people without a home. Fire crews were called to Wellsville Avenue just before 5 this morning. They found flames erupting from a 2-story multi-family home. Those families were home at the time, but thankfully all were able to evacuate without any injuries. One firefighter was hurt while putting out the blaze. Officials say his injuries were only minor. The Red Cross is now helping the 10 residents find temporary lodging while they search for a new home.